A Kalamazoo County Commissioner is running into an issue after one of its members moved out of his district but continued to vote. Now the commission will have to consider a number of important issues that were proposed by the former commissioner. New at 7, Barton Dieters is in Kalamazoo talking with the other commissioners about what happens next.
Moving can be a pain for anybody, but in this case, it's the county that's suffering the headaches. The announcement came on Tuesday on Kevin Wardelman's Facebook page, telling his constituents that he'd moved out of his district.
I am disappointed because we take an oath to fill a 2-year term, and so it's expected that you're going to finish out your 2-year term, so it's just unfortunate that right now District 2 is not represented.
But now it appears he closed on a house in Kalamazoo Township on September 24th, moving him out of the district he represented.
A responsible thinking person would have given the courtesy of a notice, giving us the time to have a strategy to be able to have a complete board so we can carry out the business of county government. Commissioner Wardelman.
During that time, Wardelman voted on and introduced some important county business, including amendments to the county budget that are now invalid.
There are a couple of changes I'd like to make to the budget recommendation.
It also leaves the board, which had a 1-vote Democratic majority, with 5 each of Republicans and Democrats.
Obviously, the top of the list is passing the 2019 balanced budget.
Other issues that have to be worked out is creating an indigent defense solution as mandated by law, participating in the opioid lawsuit, and $500,000 in grants for the Public Housing Commission for the Homeless, all 5-6 votes previously. Under state law, the county board can appoint a new member within 30 days, leave the seat open, or hold a special election to fill the seat.
I'm going to do everything in my power to lead this board to actually appoint someone to fill this seat.
Moore does not want to spend $10,000 on a special election to fill a seat for a couple months, and Paul Haig, a Democrat, is running unopposed for the seat in November. But not everyone is ready to jump into appointing someone right away.
What would be terrible is if we do something and then come find out that somebody sues us because we didn't do it the right way.
He says not having majority control is not necessarily bad.
When it's 50-50, you're kind of forced to, work together and listen to each, not just one or two, you have to listen to everybody. And I think that can be good too.
Anyone who lives in the 2nd District and might be interested in this position should show up at the meeting here at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. In Kalamazoo, Barton Dieters, 24-Hour News 8.